Welcome to Why People Fail to Lose Belly Fat, and I am going to debunk a really popular diet myth today that is going to help you learn how to work with your metabolism and actually get the results you've been working for. And if you stay with me to the end, I have an awesome metabolism boosting trick I am going to be sharing with you. Okay, we're gonna get right to it. If you see me looking off to the side, it's just because I have my notes there because I have so much good information. I don't want to miss anything. So the myth I'm going to debunk today, that the best way to lose belly fat is to eat less and exercise more. And I'm going to talk to you guys about why this is actually going to sabotage you in the long run and possibly even cause you to regain weight and then some if you are not careful. So about 8 years ago, I was trying to lose the last of the baby weight from my last pregnancy, and I was just trying to get fit and be more healthy overall. And so I did what I thought was right. This was before I became a personal trainer and nutritionist. So my plan was to cut calories. I was eating about 1,200 calories a day and to exercise really hard. I loved running, and I would run 3 to 4 times a week. And then I was also streaming exercises so I could work out at home. And depending on what program I was following, I was working out anywhere from 45 to 60 minutes a day on top of my running. And then I would take a rest day on Sunday. And I pretty soon got caught up in this vicious cycle. So Monday, I would be super committed. I had my plan. I knew what I was going to eat, and I knew how I was going to work out, and pumped up, motivated, ready to crush the week. Monday was good. Tuesday would come along, and I'm still feeling really good. I hit my workout plan. I was hitting my calories and feeling good. Wednesday comes, and I'm starting to feel a little bit tired, but I'm still with it. I'm still working out. I'm hitting the calories. But then I start to remember in my pantry, I have a box of Coconut Dream cookies, which happen to be one of my favorites. But I'm not going to eat them because I've got my plan and I'm super motivated to stay with it, right? Thursday comes and I'm starting to feel really tired and I am really hungry. And I'm starting to notice I'm a little bit more short-tempered with my kids. I'm not as patient with them. And then I remember that, those Coconut Dream cookies, they're only 70 calories a cookie. And eating just one cookie really isn't that big of a deal because I've been working out really hard all week long. It is Thursday, so it's totally okay if I just eat that one cookie. So I eat the one cookie. Friday comes and I am really tired. I'm exhausted. I'm starving. And not only is that did I eat that one cookie, the whole box of cookies is now gone. And I've been taking little bites of my kids' snacks and food all day long, and one bite leads to another bite, leads to another bite, and by the end of the day, I've completely fallen off the wagon. I've completely lost it. I've eaten everything in sight because I've been so ravenous and starving all day. Saturday comes along, and my husband wants to go out to eat, and we're spending time with the kids, and I figured I already ruined everything on Friday. So what's the big deal if I just do one more day and just eat however I want? And then Sunday comes, and by Sunday, I am feeling super depressed. I am feeling shame and guilt, and I'm beating myself up because I didn't have the self-discipline to stay with my plan the entire week. I'm thinking I'm just not strong enough. That it's my fault. I didn't have the willpower. Have you ever felt this way? Can you relate to this? And then Monday comes along and I'm like, okay, I'm starting over, fresh start, new day, new week. I'm recommitted. I'm going to work out even harder this week to make up for everything I ruined over the weekend. Does this sound familiar? Have you guys experienced the same cycle? It is not fun. And I honestly felt like something was wrong with me. In fact, I remember thinking that my body was broken, that for whatever reason, I was the exception to the rule. And no matter what I did, just wasn't working. And I thought I was doing everything right, but I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. And I didn't feel good. I was tired a lot and I didn't have the energy that I felt like I should have. and I was not as patient with my kids. And I was just super, super frustrated. And if this is something you've ever experienced or something that you've gone through yourself, I want you to know that it is not your fault. We have all been taught the wrong diet rules, and it bombards us all the time, and we're surrounded with it, and we keep being told that we're supposed to, cut our calories, and we're supposed to exercise super hard, and that's how we're gonna hit our weight loss goal. But that's not the entire story, and that's not what is actually going to help you be successful in the long run. And the reason I am so passionate about sharing this information with you is because this is my story. And I know after working with so many clients and so many of you over the last several years that this is your story too. And I want you to know that I see you and I hear you, I get it, I understand where you're coming from, and my goal here is to save you that frustration and to save you from beating yourself up because we just have all been taught the wrong diet rules. So at this point, you may be wondering if eat less, exercise more is not the way to lose the belly fat, what are we supposed to do? And it is true. You do have to be in a caloric deficit in order to lose belly fat. That is 100% true. But that is not the entire equation. What a lot of people are missing is that you also have to have balanced hormones. Okay, so those are the two things that you need to have successful long-term fat loss: a caloric deficit and balanced hormones. And your metabolism directly affects this. And your metabolism is how many calories you are burning and at what rate. And of course, we want our bodies to be burning a lot of calories because that's how we're going to burn that belly fat and how we're going to shed the fat. So the problem with eat less, exercise more is that you cut calories, and your body is amazing at adapting. It's called the general adaptation syndrome. And so as you start to cut calories, your body says, well, I'm just gonna slow down all the systems so we don't have to use as many calories. So you cut calories and your metabolism slows down. So then you cut calories even more and your metabolism slows down even more. And then on top of this, you're exercising more and more and harder. And this is causing a lot of stress on your body because you're not eating enough to fuel all these hardcore workouts. And when I say stress, I want you to think stress hormones here too. And so now we're just creating this recipe for disaster as we're eating less and less, our metabolism is slowing down, and then because we're working out so hard, it's causing so much stress in the body, and that's why eventually we hit plateaus, and then you can start to regain the weight, and maybe even then some, and you're thinking, what the heck is going on? I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, and it's super frustrating when you feel like you're doing everything right and you are not getting the results that you want. And our metabolism, unfortunately, it's not like the Wi-Fi router where when it's not working right, you can just unplug it, wait 3 seconds, plug it back in, and it's reset, and now everything's just working fabulously. Your metabolism is more like the thermostat in your house. It's responding to the environment, right? As the temperature in your home is going up or down, the thermostat is going to turn on or turn off. And your metabolism is the same way. It's responding to what is going on around the environment, and that's how it's going to, turn on or off or speed up or slow down. So how do we work with our metabolism in order to hit those two things, in order to be in that caloric deficit and balance our hormones? Okay, so these are the two strategies. You are either going to eat more, exercise more, or you are going to eat less, exercise less. Now, you may be wondering which one you should be doing. And it honestly depends because we are all individuals. We're all different. We have different genes. We all have different goals. When you think exercise more, eat more, though, I want you to think about athletes. And also, if you think about professional athletes, they're exercising really hard, they're staying, in peak shape, but they're not cutting calories because they know if they cut calories, they're not going to be able to sustain their level of performance that they need to achieve for their specific sport. So athletes typically will do the eat more, exercise more, and honestly, anybody who just loves working out, and if you have the time to work out, you can totally use this method. I've tried both methods, and for me personally, in order for fat loss, eat less, exercise less worked better for me. But you have to become your own detective. You have to do some trial and error and figure out what works best for you and your body and your goals. And in my next video, I'm going to be talking about how to understand the cues and the signals that your body is sending you so you know when things are working and when they are not working, okay? So become your own detective to kind of figure out what works best for you. So to recap what we talked about so far, eat more, exercise more, or eat less, exercise less is going to be more effective than eat less, exercise more for fat loss, because we have to work with your body. We have to work with your metabolism, because remember our two things, we need to be in a caloric deficit and we need to have balanced hormones. That is what is going to set us up long-term for success, okay? So I have a thank you for watching my video today and staying with me all the way to the end. I have some recipes for some drinks that are amazing in the mornings. They are full of ingredients that are going to help boost your metabolism, get it fired up right from the beginning, and also to help suppress cravings. And it's just honestly a great way to start off your day on the right foot to set you up for success. So if you are interested in these recipes, go ahead and comment below with morning, or go ahead and send me a direct message and I will make sure I get those sent over to you. I will be back again tomorrow, same time, right around noon, to again talk about how to read the signals and cues from our bodies to know that we are on the right track to lose that belly fat and get the results that we want. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Have an amazing, healthy, and happy day, and we will see you next time.